It's so many things on that song, Connie Post.
Our WCW.
Who's woman crush with that red hair that was interesting.
We loved it then.
Genevieve!
We loved it then, and we still love her now. So
Genevieve!
stop hating.
So somehow, I was just startled and I'm like, is it OJ that is responsible for this song? Because OJ is a bad human. Okay, when you hear words like, I know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining.
Or if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends.
Or I never want to hear you say, I want it that way. Yes, when you hear words like those ones we've just said, you most likely already know it's Throwback Thursday. But when you see these three faces over here, best believe it can only be one show. It's Splash, baby.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and thank you for joining us for yet another Throwback edition. Okay, it's your home girl. It's the hostess to the mostest. It's your girlfriend next door. It's Honeypot. I'm just excited because it's Thursday. I mean, the day did not start so well like that for me, but then right now.
Hashtag we move.
Meal from the door. Meal from the door.
Oh, funny.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is Royal and this is Finest. I go by the name King OJ, but you can call me OJ. That's what it is.
It is what it is. My name is Paladele, guys. Welcome aboard. You guys look really nice. Honeypot never changed this hair. OJ, your shirt is everything.
And you look good too. I love the dungarees. I love the boots. And then what again?
My earrings. You
God.
That
was the first thing I was going to say because that was what I said to you. I love the earrings.
She has complimented me.
So say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, G.
So when you're done with that.
My rant is going to be about
So when you're done with that, face me now.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, cute.
Yes, what do we have planned for you guys today? Yes, we'll start with the latest stories in entertainment. Then take today's celebrity birthday shout out. And of course, rewind.
Yes, and then OJ will take us over to the Tweetville corner for today's laughs. Then we'll chew it off as we always do, yes. And then we'll take the news recap. And of course, where are they now?
Finally, on Daily Top 5, we'll be talking about another set of 5 unforgettable Nigerian TV show soundtracks.
Alrighty, sounds good. I'm excited. They're excited. We're all excited, guys. The show has kicked off. Now, make sure you're very comfortable. Remember, we're going all the way to 2 p.m., okay? So get comfy, and we'll see you in a bit.
Yes, sir.
Gotta get it.
Absolute jam right there. J-Klein with Before, and Idi Kabasa was in that video, and I was just laughing so hard and saying how I'm sure the director thought he was so cool when he was giving like, depth of field vibes and oscillating between focus. So focus on Idi Kabasa at the back and then come back to J-Klein in front.
And I'm sure if he's watching now, he's laughing and he's saying to you like, yes, were you in my mind? Like.
And of course, we also played on Boom Boom Power, Black Eyed Peas, one of the greatest groups ever, in my opinion. Will.i.am is still so relevant, which I think is so cool. Fergie went solo at some point, and she actually did all right. Yeah, Taboo, Apple, the app, like really
They
cool.
are so amazing.
Really, really cool. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Yes, it is now time for the entertainment news. Let's get right into it. Drama. Ray J files for divorce from Princess Love. After the back and forth of their divorce drama, American singer and entrepreneur Ray J has filed for divorce from his wife, Princess Love, after 4 years of marriage. According to the court documents, Ray J filed for dissolution of marriage, and he is requesting for the judge to grant joint custody of their 2 children. This is not the first time the issue of divorce between Ray J and Princess Love has been raised. Back in July, Princess Love filed for the dismissal of her divorce filing just 2 months after originally filing for separation over claims that Ray J left her stranded with their daughter in Las Vegas while she was heavily pregnant with their second child. In a new development, Princess Love has stated that she found out about Ray J's divorce filing on social media, as she was under the impression that they were working on their marriage for the kids, even though she had been ready to divorce him since the last time she filed. A close source also claims that Princess Love has not heard from Ray J since she found out about the divorce papers, as he won't return any of her phone calls or text messages. Ray J and Princess Love got married in 2016, and they shared 2 children, 9-month-old son Epic Ray and 2-year-old daughter Melody Love. Oh my goodness.
Talk about a couple not being on the same page, because I do not even understand. It was this lady who was going to file, and then they were like, okay, we'll work it out. And then how do you even find out on social media that your husband is divorcing you or filing for a divorce?
They're just doing us gbas.
Are these people crazy?
Because we have been here reporting everything.
Are they crazy?
They will come. she left him. He left her in the hotel heavily pregnant.
Yes,
she wants to
apologized.
fight. Exactly, apologize.
crying.
Then,
Forgive him.
Then she wants to separate.
Oh,
Then
you
come
can't
back,
go.
Let's cancel the divorce.
Gangster couple.
Now,
It's just crazy. I don't know what's happening with this relationship. I just feel Ray J is doing all of this for TV show. You know, he has a TV show that he's producing right now, The Conversation, and it's heated up. I saw the last episode. I saw snippets of the last episode. I just think Ray J is doing all of this for TV content. I just think so.
So do you think that?
It's good TV content. It's good TV content.
So do you think Princess Love actually knows about this? And they're pretending, and it's a stunt.
Yes, because they were not staying together. They are trying to work on their relationship. And their producers, both of them are supposed to be producers on this so-called show.
She's also pushing stuff on her page as well. I think like 10 hours ago, she put up a post getting like a massage or whatever, and she captioned it, some much-needed serenity. Now, people were now like, yes, you better leave. You were good for him anyway. Are you too good for him anyway? But we don't know.
So you know what? I'm not even going to allow
anybody to use it for content.
I'm telling you.
The Kardashians did this. All the profits will still come back to both of you. It's TV content now. Kardashians did this. You see Chloe and this one fighting, everything in a packaging. But divorce is too extreme, Abi.
Yeah.
So you'll be surprised. I think, well, we might think it's too extreme. These people are gangsters, as I've said.
I know the leaving her in the hotel one. I think it actually happened because he went on Wendy's show and talked about it and explained and everything that they were good. So, we're good, leave it. So, but this now messy.
Because how do you come from she wants to divorce you, you apologize, people have agreed to settle, then all of a sudden, I was listening to his interview on Entertainment today, and he was forming cry, like he just had to do it because of the kids, that he just know that relationship isn't working again. People have said, oh, Ray J, actor and singer, one chance, let's go.
So you know what?
One wish.
My conclusion, Ray J will never change. So I'm not even going to put any emotions into this thing. If you like, divorce. If you like, don't divorce.
Wow, that's the conclusion of the matter. They're just mess. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just a mess. There was a theory. I think you and I were the ones that were talking about this. That you were saying there was a theory that he wanted to be the one to do the divorce. Which
that's
I
childish
hope,
and petty.
which if that case is true, that's childish. I mean, that would be childish. But anyway, we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes, as we always do. We'll be here. When they come back and say sorry, we'll still be here.
It's time.
It's our work.
Give it time. We will be here. Does he have HIV? we will know.
Here.
Is she pregnant? We will know. Just give it time.
Wow. Wow, see, Angu. Only what kills me in this life.
Okay, to some more news. Kanye West goes on another Twitter rant. American musician and businessman Kanye West is yet on another Twitter outburst, and this time he's attacking some of America's major record labels such as Universal Music Group and Sony. According to Kanye, record labels are giving out slave contracts to artists, and Universal Music Group allegedly doesn't want him to buy off his music masters because they want to make billions off him even in his death. He tweeted, and I quote, "Everyone, please cover me in prayer. I am one of the most famous people on the planet, and Universal won't tell me what my masters cost because they know I can afford them. Black masters matter." He continues, "Everyone at Universal and Vivendi, please understand that I would do everything in my legal power and use my voice until all artist contracts are changed. Starting with getting my masters for my children, I will not stop. I promise you, I am petty and very personal." He then ended up by sharing the PDF file of his 10 contracts with Universal Music on Twitter, pleading that every lawyer in the world needs to see what he means by slavery contract. He wrapped up his long Twitter rant by sharing a video of himself urinating on one of his many Grammy plaques with the caption, "Trust me, I won't stop." Just so you know, Kanye West signed with Rockefeller Records through Def Jam in 2003. Def Jam is a subsidiary label of Universal Music Group. In addition, he established his music label Good Music under Def Jam as well.
So Kanye has been training since yesterday.
Yep.
And it's just so, like he has different sides to all of the story that you just read. So I don't even know why it was peeing on that award. I can't actually understand, like putting a plaque in the toilet and then in the toilet seats and then you're peeing.
Maybe he was trying to say, like, you know,
to hell with all of you.
Exactly.
Is that a good way of saying
Does it know that the plaque will not even flush?
Because I don't even
somebody used to
understand.
take it out last.
In your hand that you feed on.
I just saw jokes. People are like, are you sure they're not going to drink the water inside this toilet bowl afterwards and all of that? I mean, so, okay. And Mr. Easy even had something to say about this yesterday. So he tweeted, it was like, tell Kanye to give me a call because we saw the future before now and then, you know, empower Africa. Yes, just give me a call and we'll help you out right here and all that. Interesting stuff. Kanye will never change. And it's petty as it says.
I think what they need to do is take Kanye's phone away from him or log him out of the internet. It just starts. He has been doing this, just chipping it in since day before yesterday. He said, tell J. Cole and Drake, I'm sorry. We need to work something out. I am the Black Messiah. I've come to redeem the black. Black. Then he now continued. Then all of this record label conversation started.
Your prayers.
So
calling himself Moses, that he has come to pave the way.
What do you think?
That puts me in your prayers, reminds me of, you know, when you want to gossip in church and you're like, let's be praying for sister so. Husband just left out. But you want to see, so you're just using it, you just wanted to run, you said we should be praying.
But Ojan Faladele, do you think that he has a point? There is a cause he's fighting for?
Honeypot, of course.
Fantastic.
Even here yesterday, we're talking about, I think we're talking about Burna Boy and how we're very happy about his, you know, international label situation, that seems to be, he seems to be benefiting well from that. And she was saying, well, it was after a lot of insisting that, you know, don't do me anyhow. So it's important. We talk about, you know, labels ripping artists off all the time. We talk about trying to cheat them, putting all those clauses that will hide stuff. And they'll be like, you did not check that one, no, but we actually said. So we get that. But I think that Kanye's phone, like, same thing they did with Burna, I think take limits, you know, his phone time, take away his phone, restrict his access, because this is crazy. And I miss old Kanye, and I feel like he's just messing up. He has really just messed up his legacy.
Looking at all of this, putting all of these contracts out there on Twitter, don't you think Universal can now even sue?
I don't know.
Those are private
things. Right. So it depends on whether they had a non-disclosure type of situation. But I just feel like this is just a mess. And whether or not you're saying the truth, people won't believe you because you're the ranter.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
I don't think we'll ever see the last of this because I think that creatives are just eccentric. So, I mean,
he talked about design, the new endorsement he got with the designing labels, that they need black people on their board. Like, when it just starts, it will just go. He has done fashion, he has done Christianity, he has done black race. Now he's facing politics. Now he's facing record label and music.
I wonder what Jay-Z and Beyonce say at home.
Lol.
Okay, let's move on. That's where we draw the curtains on entertainment news. Now, let's just get to celebrity birthday shout-outs. Asha is 38 today.
Yes.
She is an Argentine French singer, songwriter, and recording artist. She has 4 albums and popular hits such as Fire on the Mountain, Jailer, Be My Man, and Bimbanke, amongst the many others to our credits.
Oh man, I am obsessed with, the obsession was very unhealthy initially, and I've calmed down small now, but
but I think I can relate.
Understand your like,
I can relate.
So with singing, Asha really influenced my style of singing because she will not come and be
too?
Yes, now. She will not come and be doing.
You know this now.
She has that husky. Honey, leave me alone. She has that husky vibe going on, and I just man, I love Asha from here to there. Honestly, happy birthday, Asha.
I really love Asha, and I love the fact.
Before I start crying like MJ and Beyonce fans, I'm done.
I really love Asha, and I love the fact that she's been able to achieve a lot. Yeah. I love the fact that she saw the Nigerian situation, she saw the future, and she quickly jackpot and looked away, you know, and just went and did the proper thing, structure. Yeah. I mean, you can't play Asha song anyhow, whether you are in Nigeria or not. She's going to sue you. You're going to pay through your nose. I mean, happy birthday to Asha. I think people should just take take a cue from what Asha has done. Yeah. All right. Moving on. BB Winers is 58 today. He is an American gospel and R&B singer and a member of the noted Winers family, most members of which are also gospel artists. He is also popular for being a member of the music duo BB and Cece Winers with a sister, Cece.
Yeah, happy birthday, BB Winans. Their family, they're like 10 kids.
Yeah.
I think him and Cece are like maybe 8th and 9th or so, or 7th and 8th. It's just crazy, such a long list. And they, like most of them sing.
Entertainers.
And their children's children,
We're just talking about Greenleaf,
yes. There's a character on Greenleaf, Charity, she's his niece or so. Just amazing stuff. And him and Cece as well, they've done quite a lot in music and in gospel music. I think they have like 7 albums together. Yes, exactly. So really nice stuff. Amazing body of work. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right, so we get to the next. Mena Masood is 29 today. He is an Egyptian-Canadian actor known for starring as Aladdin in the 2019 remake of Disney's Aladdin.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
He tried, Sha.
He did,
tried.
right? Okay, because I know you didn't like Aladdin because you're like, don't touch my childhood.
Don't spoil the classic, but he tried.
You know, he did try. I really like him.
Yes, and because his own was the comic part of it, and he was talking about enjoying Egyptian comedy from the outset, and so he learned a lot, and it just brings a lot of fascinating stuff to him, and so he was able to play that role. He said in one interview. Interesting.
And I think he's one of those people like Meghan Markle who are mixed and can pass for like different maybe races or like because he's Egyptian and Canadian, but he can pass for even Latino maybe.
True.
Like he looks, he has that look.
I know. All right, so we're saying happy birthday to everybody celebrating today. We tell you that it's a beautiful time to be alive. We celebrate you, we love you, and we're sending you all the love, joy, peace, light, everything good, but then money, you have to work hard to make it, okay? We wish you the best in your endeavor.
There is a clause in your motivation.
Yes, like after all of this, go and make your money. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this break. Don't go nowhere.
I'll take you there.
I'll take you there. Baby and Cece Winers.
Oh my gosh, and would I really love to play Asha song to you, but guess what? We're gonna be paying through our noses, so sorry, God. You know, I mean, we don't know what to say.
Happy birthday, baby.
We're so sorry.
But happy birthday, Asha.
Yes, and BB Winans and everyone else celebrating today again. Yes, it's time for Rewind, guys. Take a look at this.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1964, the Supremes released Baby Love. And in 1966, Mission Impossible premieres on CBS TV. In 1982, still on this day, Bad to the Bone, a single by George Thorogood and the Destroyers, was first released. And that's it on Rewind.
We want to live forever.
Hey,
Forever.
Who are you asking?
Well,
that song brings a lot of motivational speech. To
Hey.
my heart.
it
Yes,
brings a lot
guys.
of memory because at that time
that
it
too.
flooded the airwaves. It was everything. And to think that, you know, a lot of people actually took, you know, something away from Jay-Z. Like some people rap like Jay-Z in Nigeria. And I think one of those... Okay.
Who is that?
I just want to tell you that we're not going to live forever.
Eh?
Use the time that you have now to do what you need to do.
But then sometimes can't we just say to ourselves that we want to live forever?
But don't destroy
It's
my
tweet
motivation.
view. It's not motivation time.
No
Oh.
shut down my motivational speech. When they bring logic inside my motivational speech.
Yes, sir. Jay-Z, Mr. Hudson,
Yeah.
Young Forever. And
I
quick
miss Mr.
one,
Hudson.
yeah,
Be
from
quite
Jay-Z's
quiet.
Blueprint
Yes.
3
Yeah.
album.
Yes.
And Kanye West actually produced that song.
I wanted to say that. I mean,
Kanye West, when Kanye was Kanye to that.
Yep, when Kanye
But now
was
Kanye is the presidential
Kanye will
candidate.
miss you.
and
Please
the baby
come back.
Putin.
Yes. Kanye calls himself Baby Putin. Like the Russian president Putin.
Okay.
It's time for tweet video.
It is.
Ha. Kanye.
But I really like your shirt. It's nice.
And I like the fact that it goes with your footwear.
Homage.
Thank you. I just said I should give them.
Eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Collected it.
At Amaka _ put up this post, and there's a picture of Flavor Nabania on Pot's favorite.
Yeah, no, it used to be.
What happened?
Not that I'm denying him.
Dethroned.
I mean, when somebody
What
does not
changed?
give you the vibe that you're, I mean, he used to give me the vibe, but I see that there are so many girls in his life. So we move.
You're not a beauty queen, that's why.
Oh, I am a beauty queen, Jesus' name.
So our caption is, I feel like I've been betrayed and deceived for so long. What? So his dreads aren't his.
Like,
But to be on Flavor's side, this is actually Flavor's hair. You know people that rock dreads. This is them not in it.
no, my brother, what they are telling us is that.
So people that rock dreads, we saw Flavor when rocking the dreads, everything is falling back, but the front wasn't growing. The front wasn't twisted.
Yeah.
Because it was always on one side.
The front wasn't twisted. So this is him just changing the style of what the front used to be to this.
No,
It's
they
dreads.
both. We don't want.
Flavor's hair is
Turn your
natural.
dodo, you and Flavor,
No,
turn
Flavor's
it.
hair is natural.
Okay,
It
so
didn't.
I just don't want to understand the logic. I guess logically
didn't.
it makes sense, but people just felt betrayed because we saw Ajan Kolo Kolo in front and we're like,
No.
that's.
If you go and check out Flavor's old videos,
But
you
that's
see,
true, actually.
You
His
see
dreads
the
have
low
never
cuts.
been
Yes,
fully-
it's not full.
Okay,
the front
fine,
is just
OJ,
low.
you win.
Yeah.
So that's the style.
Dreads
now you
matter.
now changed it.
So now he's just going with the flow, man. Just switching it up for y'all,
I
man.
thought maybe it was going
Bald in the middle. Maybe
and
actually
then
that's
he just
another
wanted
angle.
to-
Down to another angle, but
That's actually
every other thing is just natural dreads.
Oh, whatever, man.
Because I know that people
Same
sell their
dreads.
dreads too.
Dreads lives matter.
Dreads lives
Lives matter.
matter.
Or dread hair matters.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
So Cassie Blasham puts up this post and it says, me, that's sending a text message. Hey, actually, I can't meet this Wednesday. Let's reschedule. What's next week look like for you? And them, which is what every other person does in this world. Hey, no worries. I'll check my schedule and get back to you. XOXO. And they never saw each other again. The end.
I am on that table.
Everybody does this
Lying flat.
I am lying
meet up with
flat on this
coffee.
table.
Let's meet up. Let's see next week. I'll check my schedule. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
Or when you see someone after so long, we should do dinner sometime. We should catch up.
Miss call.
Yeah, we will.
So in this Lagos, I think a lot of people would be on that table because there are some places that they are farther than, I think, Calabar. Like these days, especially with the closure of Third Mainland Bridge, like
Arepo.
Island is like,
Arepo to
you're
Island.
going to, what?
Nah, travel.
As in, so you have to tell that person that, you know what, we'll
I'll check
catch
my
up. Don't
schedule.
worry, I'll check my schedule. And you'd never see that person. I am number one on this list. I do it all the time. I don't know why. Maybe I have phobia for hanging out with people or something. Help me. Put me in your prayers.
And she be
Wow.
like Kanye. Mad. Love it.
Let's just move on.
Love it.
What else do we have? Nungwan Bona Boydas at Views09 says, if a guy cries in front of you, he really loves you, sis. And Apricot Doctor says, you have not met Femi. Why is it that people always drag Femi, they drag Tunde, they drag Kunle?
Very
What's
true.
it with Yoruba boys and
I beg.
Because Yoruba, see, we actually broke this down.
Foladele saying this.
I'm not a Yoruba man connoisseur, but we're breaking this down the other day, talking about, men of different tribes and everything. And someone I was talking to was saying that, Yoruba men, that they have sweet mouth. That if he really wants to balance and take it, he will do it. But then they can do it so well that they will cry. Oh, no, it's not like that.
Jumoke mo fẹ́ràn rẹ now.
Right now.
I don't understand, man.
So please,
women.
Nungwa Bona boyfriend, don't be deceived. If a guy cries in front of you, it doesn't mean he loves you.
In as much,
Femi will cry.
Yeah, in as much as I don't like stereotype,
True or false?
it is true.
Big man.
Because I am speaking from experience,
Bam.
especially when they have pushed you to the wall and you have packed your things and say you are not doing it again.
what
They are
is
now
his name?
calling you afterwards and they are now pretending, faking cry.
What is
Which cry? His name is not Femi. Don't.
So that girls will add that name to their
Ma
list.
me laugh for people funny, man. We move.
Twist my throat. Yes.
Move.
Let's
Love,
ju-
love phone. Don't
Yeah.
twist my throat.
Yeah.
To make
Let's just move on. Move.
Let's move.
Yeah. Next. So Duke Kenny put up this post and says, how do you know someone likes you? And Bojack replied, when they opened their mouth to tell me.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen,
Like,
brother.
why you they stress?
I said, how do you know he likes you? Oh, when he picks up, when you call and the phone rings once and he picks it up.
Yeah, he
or
likes
when
me.
you text him and he texts you back
Text me
within
love
5
messages.
seconds. Or when he sends me kisses emoji. Bro, until they tell you that V and Neil, V said, you have not said, will you be my girlfriend? So we're not dating.
I tell you again on the flip side, even when they open their mouth to tell
Femi.
you,
Wait
till they
they are
happen.
not being truthful.
Femi.
It's
No,
an
that's a
action
lie.
word, Okay,
No,
so
that's a
they
lie.
must show it. So they tell
That's
you
a
all the
lie.
time. You're in the car, they say, love you. Every time, love you. But what?
Femi, you've been toasting me. You didn't tell me that you were married. Ah, but you did not ask.
Wow. Are you funny?
Wow.
Some people want to be unfortunate in this life, Sha, but you'll not get on my
She
nerves.
did not ask. She did not ask.
That's OJ. It's not even an OJ, it's not Yoruba. That's an OJ thing to do. But she did not ask now. Wow.
Is it because you have been living in Lagos for a long time?
Yes.
And you speak Yoruba.
And you
I
speak
do.
Yoruba.
I do.
Spanish, one of
Next. And Dami_Eros put up this post, and yes, this picture has been trending since
My
yesterday.
brother.
It has caused fight between a whole lot of people on social media. Some
And their parents.
Some people are denouncing their fathers. Yes, in case you don't know, side gist. Femi Otedola bought new set of cars for his daughters. That's Temi, Tolani, who is an artist, and of course DJ Copy. So he posted this picture. DJ Copy posted this picture that their dad bought them car, took them shopping. So Eros now says,
Customized plate
yeah,
number.
customized number plate.
plate,
Yeah. Eros now said, waiting go pay me pass. Now if I see Temi Ferrari for any new Mr. Easy music video,
Mr. Easy.
you know Temi and Mr. Easy, they are
Dating,
they are
yeah.
dating. And Mr. Easy replied, something where I don't book already.
Like,
Why
don't
you dey-
try to
you want
throw me.
throw me? You want to throw me on top my babe car?
As in, my baby was tired. Then you did it. I'm not ashamed.
I enjoy Mr. Easy, especially when it comes to Temi's matter.
I love this.
And she's, they're both, she's his avatar on Twitter and he's
Yeah.
her avatar on Twitter.
And to think
Romance.
that people have been calling out their parents. Are you
Daddy,
funny,
look at what your mate
Nigerians?
is
They said
doing.
that it's only Femi Otedola that is going to celebrate the next Father's Day. That
Yes,
they are-
I saw Umba's post. So he said, I don't want to see anybody's father on Twitter on Father's Day. Everybody should use Femi Otedola's picture. Come on.
So the
man.
thing is that even the youths that are working right now, in 600 years, I hope you'll be able to afford this. I'm just saying.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's it on today's Tweeville. And of course, the first hour of the show. We'll see you at 1 for even more Splash fun. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the show. Yes, Gwen Stefani on that one featuring Akon. Sweet Escape. Absolute jam. Akon, the features guy, we love him. We love him. Welcome back to the show, guys. It is still Throwback Thursday, and right now it's time for us to chew it off, where we get to vent about every and anything in the world bothering us.
Take your
Okay. I ranted today.
What's your problem?
I just
Who
want
did you
to-
fight with on the road?
Nobody, Ojegwe repented. I just want to rant about people who compare themselves to others. I think that we need to calm down. This is especially important. It's healthy comparison is okay. So maybe someone in the field that you want to get into or something, maybe almost like a mentor vibe, like, oh, I like what this person is doing. So you let that push you to want to, work harder. That kind of thing.
Admire.
Exactly. So admiration, not comparison. But when you start comparing yourself to others and you're, giving yourself unnecessary pressure and bearing in mind that sometimes these people haven't told you what they did to get to where they are now. They haven't told you. So some people have worked hard, put in hours of hustle. You don't know. You just see the end result. Some people maybe even slept with someone to get there. And, maybe you're not trying to do that. And you just see that and you're like, this person has blown. You get. So I think it's important to not compare ourselves to others, and please just stop it, please. You will kill yourself before your time. Sometimes it's important to just stop, pat yourself on the back and be like, you know what, I've actually done well for myself.
True.
I'm doing well right now and I want to get there. I'll do this. And so rather than sit and wallow in pity, take steps to actually get there and don't compare yourself. That's all.
Anton to
I
troll online.
totally agree with you, because I think a lot of times we kill ourselves by comparing ourselves. And I think the only person that you should compare yourself to is that you, that's them you,
Or the
just
old
the
you.
old you. And then you tell yourself that, okay, I want to do some more. And as you said, it is not that you cannot see what people are doing or just look at, oh, is this the steps this person or the step this person is taking? Not the bad step, or like you are seeing some things, maybe online, the person is mentioning some stuff and you're like, okay, maybe I can do stuff like this and all that. because it's very dicey. Sometimes people don't even know that they're getting into that thing,
Yes,
comparing
a thin
themselves to
line,
people.
100%.
There is a thin line right there. And yes, as you said, you are doing well. You are doing well. A lot of people think that, yes. And they think that a lot of people don't know what people have done. Please, oh, don't kill yourself. Oh, celebrate your little wins. Like, yes, don't say, just say, put Timaya song. This life, I can't keep myself. Oh, buy you got, buy shawarma. If that's to make
Go
you
your
happy.
money can buy.
And ciao. Tell yourself that you are doing well. Call your name. Say Olayemi. I am doing well.
This is so important, Sha, because this whole Femi Otedola situation with
God.
I mean,
Till
people
now.
people just got into like crazy mode. Even as we said, even calling out their parents and all that. But look,
Because it wasn't even a joke at
exactly.
some
But
point.
you also need to realize that, I mean, the Femi Otedola just wake up and have money. Did he come from a family where there is money and then he just went in that line and continued to? Like, it's important to take all these things into account. If not, you
The
feel
one
yourself.
that pains me the
I'm
most is
done.
people disrespecting their family, and people have to take them back to the holy books where it says that you should
Honor
your
your
father
father
and your
and your
mother.
mother.
Now, they have done a lot for you. That they are not rich does not now make you to be dragging them like a bag of rice in the streets of Twitter. Who does that?
Twitter people.
Hey, Orishi, wait till Musa no go see for ghetto. I think parents are actually bringing up a lot of ingrates. I mean, you should be grateful to your parents. They have sent you to school. They're trying. You should be grateful. African parents especially are trying. I said this before and I'll say it again.
Yeah.
They are trying, you know.
Have 5 children, carry, nah, man, we do well. We do try. We do try. Our parents try.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news.
Yeah, we started with this one. Ray J files for divorce from Princess Love.
And of course, we talked about this one. Kanye West goes on another Twitter rant for now. It might continue, but for now.
Yeah, for now. All right, guys, we'll be back shortly to find out which artist we are shining our spotlight today on Where Are They Now. Stay tuned.
All right, Asandi Owendi.
So bittersweet.
Yes, Asandi Owendi, and that's a cover of Osita Osadebe's song Asandi Owendi, and that was done by MC Loaf featuring Flavor Nabania. And today we pay tribute and we remember MC Loaf. He died September 14th,
Yeah.
2011. So 9 years after.
Oh, man.
What I also like about the video, it's so interesting that in the video they were paying tribute to Osadebe, putting RIP, and of course not knowing that,
Something
you
like
know,
that
yeah.
will-
So it's
crazy,
very
man.
crazy life. You can't predict what would happen, but of course we can only be here to keep celebrating, you know, what your legacy and of course what we have to celebrate.
And I love the fact that his people did not even forget to. I'm talking about Il Bleeze, Mr. Raw. Mr. Raw is always remembering, and even yesterday, Il Bleeze put up something. I'm not sure if it was yesterday actually that he put up, but I saw a post
This
that
week,
it was
yeah.
actually
Yeah.
talking
Because definitely
about.
MC Loaf is one of those rappers that started the
pioneer.
pioneer of Igbo rappers.
Igbo rap.
Now we have a whole lot. We have Mr. Raw, we have Il Bleeze, we have Zorro, Fino.
of course, yeah. Flash.
Interesting. Interesting. All right, so we could go on and on, but you know what? It's time for Where Are They Now? Let's see who we have today.
It's Where Are They Now? Adekunle Fuji. He's a popular Nigerian award-winning gospel fusion musician. His real name is Adekunle Oloyede Michael Olalekan. He's most famous for his hit song, No Lele. The popular artist launched a new kind of hip-hop infused Fuji and gospel undertones. This got the attention of Fuji hip-hop and gospel fans all at the same time. Adekunle Fuji first made a name for himself with his album No Lele, which he released under the Storm Records imprint in 2008. The album debuted following the hit single No Lele, which featured rapper Ikechukwu and co-bams with a video directed by DJ T. He also released songs like Jesus Is My Life, which featured Banky W and LKT. Adekunle Fuji once narrated how he lost his memory for some years after a shameful performance at the Experience in 2010. In the search for greener pastures, the musician relocated to the United States of America in the year 2011. He went through a nursing course to become a qualified nurse and has made the US his first home for many years now. He also still ministers in churches and crusades. He has also not completely abandoned recording music, as he recently dropped a single titled Carry Go this year. Now you know where they are now.
Hey, mo fẹ́ràn Jésù gan. I just go.
Like, just go.
I just go.
Just go.
Le 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 le.
Hey! Fuji. Pack the whole of Lagos.
Femi Jacob,
Freeze, and of course Cobams. Amazing stuff right there. And it's just, I mean, he did, even though I would have loved for his time, you know, in the industry to have been longer at the time, you know, he actually had a mark. This song can never, like, I don't think people can ever
It's
forget
evergreen.
this song. Yes,
And I
yes.
think he lives in the US right now.
Yes,
In Jackpot, he went for a show in
Yes,
the US.
so-
And I said, this US is not bad though.
Wait, so-
Came back
Yes.
from the show. Now applied like
Okay.
Ejo.
Not those people that ran away with it.
No.
Okay.
He now went back,
Okay.
started studying nursing, and of course.
But
got
that's
the
so nice. That's so
qualification.
nice. I mean, a lot of people talk about this. I'm one person who has never thought that. I just think that
Jackpot.
I would just travel, and come back to Nigeria. But you see, these days, I'm beginning to rethink. Because when I see the situation, I'm like, where are we in? Okay.
And
so-
he's still dropping songs, by the way. He even dropped one this week. This week.
Oh, wow, this week.
Are you
I
serious?
know he's still doing music, but
Yeah.
I didn't even know he
that's
dropped one as well. Yeah, this week.
interesting.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Thank you for that information,
Yeah.
Uche. Kathy, we miss you so much. May your soul continue to rest in peace. And I can't even forget that she sent me food from a restaurant before she passed. I mean,
Absolute Jamsha. That
Yes,
song
Branama.
is a classic, of course. I mean, Kathy, even though she was doing...
Kathy.
Kathy, sorry. Because it's not Kathy, the dancer. Thank you. But Kathy, yes. She was doing her music in a way that it still made it cool to want to say, sing gospel. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in love with you for real. And you're like, is it a love song or it's for God?
I
And,
know,
Yeah, and
right?
singing about doing shakara for God. Really cool. Really, really cool.
very interesting one. Okay, moving on. There are many things that make a TV show great, and a memorable theme song is one of them. For a couple of weeks now, we've been going through time for the timeless gems. As we've been discussing epic TV show soundtracks, we are bringing you another set of 5 today. Get ready for some major nostalgia. This is Elite 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
Okay, now let's start with KKB Show. Saturday mornings were incomplete without the KKB Show. It was a staple in every Nigerian household. Yes, the KKB Show was a highly entertaining variety show by kids for kids. There was kids, short dramas, educative segments, and so much more. But most importantly, it had a lead theme song that was sure to grab your attention. Check this out.
Hey y'all, this is the KKB and this is the best soundtrack you ever heard.
Kids know better, that's the KKB. So if you didn't know, now you know better. That KKB is kids know better. But
the
our
thing
Saturday
is-
mornings were lit.
Lit! And I like the fact that when we post this after the show on Instagram, people always letting us know their minds, they enjoyed it, and then they're giving us suggestions. Why didn't you talk about this? And
Yes.
all that. Don't forget that it is daily top 5. We can't take more than 5,
Yeah,
especially when
please
people are
take
saying
them
that. And why didn't you put this? If this is not there, your list is not complete. Is it 10? We said 5.
I'm one of the KKB people. See Tenny Makanaki. What's amongst them?
And it's so interesting to see her picture because
Yeah.
when we're playing the soundtrack, I was talking about how it would be so interesting to figure out where all of them are now. Like,
I think I stumbled on one of them's picture. The guy is old now with beards and everything. Sorry, that was a KKB.
it's so crazy. It's
That's
so
how
crazy.
the world is. Like, that's what
Yeah.
life is about.
It is. Yes, next on Daily Top 5 New Masquerade. We could call this Nigeria's greatest sitcom and might not be too far off. The 30-minute show featuring Chief Zebediah, his wife Ovularia, Giringori, and Clarus will always be remembered as one of Nigeria's most beloved TV shows with an iconic theme song and unforgettable characters. The gang of friends, wives, and houseboys dish humor to millions of Nigerians. Check this out.
How old are you now?
If Zebediah.
Giringori.
Giringori.
And the paralyzed English that he would speak.
I am
Oh my
telling you.
goodness.
And what's the Yoruba guy's name?
I can't even remember. I can't even remember.
Jegede, is it Jegede?
It starts with a J.
It's
for sure.
Jegede now. Jegede Shokoya.
Yes,
Jegede
yes,
Shokoya.
It's Jegede Shokoya.
Yes,
They were
yes.
friends. So, oh my
Yes.
gosh, like I can't
Classic,
forget.
right?
I can't actually forget. This brings memory. I mean, what?
Yeah,
What?
definitely. She's like, geez. And we're talking, the way we're talking about KKB and to see where people are now, of course, a lot of them were older at the time, so some of them have passed on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
some of them are
it's
still
true.
acting.
Yeah, we see Chiefs Obadiah in commercials once in a while.
It's still relevant and it's just so good.
Really cool stuff. All right, guys, next on the list of epic TV soundtracks. Yes, Things Fall Apart.
The center cannot hold.
They cannot hold, though. This is another classic TV show produced in 1987. The soap opera was adapted from the timeless novel written by Chinua Achebe. The lead character of the show was Okonkwo, which was played by, Peter Doche. Other acts in the TV special were the late Sam Lokoyefe and Nkem Owo. Things Fall Apart was one of the best in terms of producing a flawless TV show. Yes, it does not
That's
describe
right.
that way, yes. Best part, things fall apart and the center cannot hold. That was the best, like that emotic vibe. Oh,
So I love this, and I love because I am a literature student.
Yes.
And the fact that this is an adaptation of Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, and you're just loving it. That's something that you've read and then you're watching.
Yeah.
And it was flawless, I must say. We should reiterate that. It was
Yes,
flawless.
I agree with the description of it as flawless. And again, it's interesting to see that a lot of the guys who, we call veterans now, this was actually where
they
some of them
started.
started from. Yes, Peter
Peter
Doche, of
Doche.
course, Sam Loco.
Owo.
Yes, and I think I saw someone that looked like Ebele Okaro, but I couldn't remember if it was her.
That's right.
Honestly, yeah. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. Okay, guys, we'll go on a break now, and we'll be back to continue. I'm so excited.
Yes, sir.
Yes!
Welcome back, guys.
You people almost caught me saying something to my people.
Yes, we're talking about if it won't be bad if they remake Things Fall Apart.
Yes.
Hey, why not, right? I wonder sometimes, and that's why we talk often about the stories that we see on screens these days in Nollywood, and we're like, this is whack. Because not because we want to just insult them, but because there's so many things to talk about. We have so many stories in our books.
But really,
I mean,
Faladele and OJ, I would like a remake if they're going to put in everything.
Charles Opaleke got it right. We live in bondage,
people like
and he's
living in
doing
bondage.
Rattlesnake Anna
He is,
story.
yes.
Somebody can
Nneka
just
the
come up
Pretty
with.
I really
Sometimes,
do hope
why
because
not?
I mean sometimes I just envy South Africans. They milk their stories. They really milk their stories.
Hey, in the Zulu.
And we have the
We have
the
more
popularity.
than enough.
We have exactly,
more
we can
than
do
enough.
It. We can do
All
it.
right, well, it is still Daily Top 5, and we are moving on. Let's talk about Checkmates. Now, this soap opera introduced many to Ego Boyo, the late Francis Agu, Norbert Young, and the charismatic Richard Moffat Damager, who played the role of Shagun Kadiri. For 3 years, many were held spellbound by this Sunday night soap opera created by the late Amaka Igwe. From when the soundtrack comes up to the end, members of different terms were glued to their screens. Check this out.
Oh my
God.
Please, let's just watch one episode now.
Yes, because
Why
you
not?
don't get, like, we're just talking, we're like, who's this woman, Mildred? And then we're like, oh, look at
Ego
this
Boyo,
person.
so stunning.
Like, Ego Boyo
Zulu
just celebrated
Adigwe.
50 something, but like they're in their 50s, Richard Moffat Damager.
Yes.
Bob
and
Manuel's pattern.
See his chest. and
even his
pattern.
chest, now he now has.
He came out from that pool feeling cool, like
Feeling cool,
I mean,
oh.
fine pass with that hair that I don't even.
This was everything on Sunday after Tales by Moonlight. I mean, this was
evening, yeah.
everything,
Yeah, Sunday evening.
everything.
Yeah.
And life was just so interesting. And I don't know where that time went.
There's traffic now.
Baby Shark do is where it went to.
Yeah.
Baby Shark.
You should just do it.
It went to Baby Shark?
Baby Shark, do.
People, I'm always telling you, leave. Forget about. Look, don't worry about this generation.
Okay.
People are making their memories now.
Yeah, true
don't
that,
worry.
true that, true
Okay,
that.
I won't worry again.
True that.
I will not worry.
Yes, sir. Wrapping up Daily Top 5, Koto Aye. In the 90s, this Yekini Ajileje produced TV series was a must-watch for people in the Southwest. It was a Sunday night delight. The series dwelt on the battle between evil and good forces in a village set in pre-colonial times. The soundtrack still sends shivers down our spines, even till date. Check this out.
Wait.
What they said, the way the beat was going, that they were on their way to pound somebody's heart.
I am telling
or somebody's
you.
head, or somebody's destiny.
I am telling you.
You now see the witches going around.
Did you see Abi Jawara's interview lately?
No.
I think it was the Ajilaya he was talking about in the interview he granted lately, and it kept going on and telling us how they met, how they were, you know, and how he was his boy, and how they parted ways and all that. It's just so interesting. I mean, when you look at all of these things, and we did have a good time.
True that.
Dungeon of the
True
evil.
that.
It's not Dungeon of the evil, the very evil gone.
You offend any mama. Oh, Lord
It was my uncles that were watching this on show.
Because it was scary.
my
It was
mother,
scary.
my mother was so
really
intense that
scary, like-
there was one movie, Ajeni Yami. My mother is a witch. She changed the name on the cassette, to
player.
Ajeni Yami.
So that it will not be as if you are
My
preaching
mom-
bad things.
My mom. It's not, I'm not a witch. It's their mother that is a witch.
Because I know that there were some of them that were very popular then. We were not watching in my house,
No.
but I went to school and I had to go to the boarding house. And before I got into the boarding house, I had to stay with my guardian for a while in Ibadan. And then they were always watching one like that, like
Nkombe,
you know. There was one. No, Nkombe was even later. So they were always watching one in the middle of the night. And then you now hear in that area in the nights when they are doing bang bang bang, when you know the other is doing bang bang bang, and then you now be like, you just saw somebody.
What today?
And that's the problem. I didn't want to put myself through that.
You'll not be able to sleep.
Guys, right here is where we draw the curtains. Yes, on the show.
Damn.
Yes, we have to go.
Let's
guys.
draw the curtain.
Oh yeah, now what? Like
Like
what?
old school. Like old school montage. You draw the curtain.
Okay, now so you draw it slowly.
It makes sound.
Okay, so
Are you done saying whatever you
No,
want
no,
to
no.
say?
I'm
It's
about
to
to
make
say, so as
sound.
I'm saying it.
Okay.
You make your sound. You draw your curtain. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. My name is Foladele, and I did this with Honeypot and OJ. See you tomorrow, God willing. Have a lovely afternoon.